Yeah, listen, you were acquitted, and many in America believe that you had the absolute right to defend yourself. I'm just curious, on a human level, you're very young even now. What are you, 20 years old now?
Yes, sir.
And you've killed two human beings and wounded a third. I just wonder how that feels.
I don't think that's an appropriate question to ask how it feels. It's not an easy thing to do. It's something I live with every single day. It's nightmares I have. It's something that I have to deal with. I have to deal with the PTSD and the trauma from having to do that.
Right. I mean, but it seems to me your emotions are more about you and your trauma because your life was being threatened and that side of it.
And we can't forget about good old Piers Morgan, can we? And here he is giving an interview with Kyle Rittenhouse. And he asks him very simply, how do you feel about what happened? And what does Kyle do? Answer him straight up. Tells him he has to live with it every single day. All that stuff's on his mind. Unlike they try to tell you the police, right? When they go after all the blacks and the minorities and they're just looking to take somebody out every time that they put on the badge. Like these people, they want to live with this for the rest of their lives. But it's kind of interesting how Piers doesn't talk about what actually went down. You guys know if it wasn't for the video footage, Kyle Rittenhouse would be underneath the prison. Underneath it, then he'll put another prison on top of that one. If there wasn't footage, he would not be there giving this interview today. Because that's how the media, just this wave of pressure that they were trying to make this person out to be. Who's the really crazy person? Somebody that has a weapon, or somebody has a weapon and that person's attacking that person, trying to get away from when that person's not doing anything? I think that person's crazy. Why don't you go into detail about the wonderful people that are no longer with us? Is this such a great individual? Why don't you go look into his past a little bit? Why doesn't Piers Morgan talk about him? Oh, we're not going to talk about none of that stuff, will we? If you guys ever have a second, go look. He'll give you a nice little 2-minute Google search to look into his past. But this is what they want to do. And he keeps asking him the same question. Like, and you're just making this about you. That's what you asked him. That's what you asked him, and he's telling you, this is what I have to live with, the choice that I made to take these lives in order to defend myself. What do you think they would have done if they got the weapon from him? You think that they would have gave him a pat on the back and let him go home? You guys saw that everything that was going down during that year, it was just all hands, just you guys can do whatever you want. We're going to stand back and watch. That's exactly what was going on. So what do you think would have happened to Kyle if they relieved him of his firearm? I wonder if he would still be sitting there till this day. Pierce knows that. They know exactly what the intent was, but they want to nitpick and play these games with people that may not even know fully about the situation. It's just a shame to see this, and this is what they call journalism. This is what they call news, the media, keeping people informed. These people should be ashamed of themselves.
The question I'm asking, which is simply on a human level, how do you feel about being so young and yet having on the record for the rest of your life now that you took the lives of two people, regardless of the circumstances?
And like I just said, it's something I deal with every day. I deal with the PTSD and the trauma and the nightmares. It's not easy to deal with it.
And I find it so interesting that these same people that attack all these people for defending themselves, as well as police officers, if you guys saw that officer on the side of the highway in that Georgia video, I did that a couple videos back, and he had to defend his life right there on the side of the highway, could have got pushed right into traffic, but they don't talk about that. These same people that demonize these people that love the Second Amendment, that respect the Second Amendment and know it should never be touched, like it's written in the Constitution, these same people have armed security and armed security guards. All of them. So we're going to take away your weapons, your right to defend yourself, but then these people are going to guard me and they're going to surround me in this shield. Do you see? So rules for thee, but not for me. That's how all of this stuff works. They don't want you to defend yourself, but they can have armed security 24/7. Go look at every when those people are walking behind them that are just looking around with sunglasses on. You think those are people, those are supporters of them? No, that's armed security. Got their hands in their jacket, ready if anything jumps off. And that's exactly what's going down. But these people want to do this stuff and try to paint this young man as such, oh my God, he's such a villain and he took these lives. Go look into the individuals that are no longer with us and see if you have the same attitude about this BS. Piers Morgan is just a joke, man. Just a complete joke. But you guys let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. And I will catch you guys on the next one.